Hello. So, in my last video I spoke about doing some Sisters of Battle. So the experiment was to spray them with the rattle can red. If you look at the video you'll see which red I used. I then put a contrast Blood Angel red over the top. So you can see the base is kind of a different, it's like, let's get the light better. Let's get the light down here behind the camera. Right, so that's the red, and then I put another red on top, which is the Blood Angels red, and then after that I put a Druchii Violet ink wash over the top to darken it all down, and it's a bit dark. It's dark, kind of not as dark as your childhood, dark, but it's pretty dark. So I tried an Evil Sun's Scarlet brush over, just to sort of call it brush over. There's probably a better name for it, but it's kind of like a dry brush, but it's not. It's not a wet brush, and it was still too dark. I did a few other highlights, still too dark. So I kind of went back over it again with some crimson something, Calm crimson, and it brought the red up a little bit, but it's still too dark, like a bourbon. Oh, quite like bourbons. Please, bourbons, I like bourbon. Anyway, so no good, but we can save it. We can save it. So what I did is, I've got a test model, I'm going to show you a bit later, but I've done another stage on that one. A bit like Blue Peter. It'll be like a, here's one we did earlier. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then it's just a different generation. So, what I tried, I didn't want an orangey red, but it kind of, you need it, is I went for this one. Squig Rider Red. Sorry, Wild Rider Red. You're probably hearing my daughter trying to escape the house. You alright, Sophie?
No, open the door.
You want me to open the door?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to open the door and let you out? But you're dressed as a princess. There you are. Oh, like having a pet. She's going around dressed up as Anna. Well, she's dressed as Elsa, is it? From Frozen? I can't know. Or is Elsa the snowman? I don't know. Anyway, but she believes she's Anna because of the hair colour. She's a redhead. I don't know where she gets it from. Right, anyway, so let's start again. We're going to get some Wild Rider Red on there because we're a little bit wild. And we're going to just rub it off. So you kind of got, yeah, but it's, I still want some on there. So I still want like, still want a little bit on there. So hopefully, just, it's kind of one of those things where you sort of feel it and you go, it's not quite enough, that's too much. Let's get a painty handle. Not one I organised earlier because I'm totally unprofessional. There we are. Right, so, and then we find out the paint's dried whilst I was doing this. And we basically just kind of all over, kind of just it's like dry brushing, but a bit heavier. So bit more. I tend to use my hand as a palette. I was just trying not to because I was doing it for the video camera, and it kind of gives you a good feel for it. Yeah, so As the back of the cloak you don't really need, so you can just put a bit on there just to make sure you got the right amount. So I would probably suggest a different brush in this one, but I'm trying to do it. Okay, use a different brush. Sorry about that. That one's taking too long. Imagine painting taking that long to paint. People will start thinking you cared. Right, okay. We can't have that now, can we? Right, so. Oh, it's still too wet. Don't leave your brushes in the water. Top tip. Because that's what I do. It doesn't do them any good. Right, bigger brush. This is a really cheapy brush. Right, so I'm going to try and do this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm basically just going over like this. Sometimes I go like in a circular motion like this. It doesn't really matter because the idea is you just want to get it everywhere you want it. But you don't want to get it into the cracks because we did all that good work earlier making that really dark purpley red. And purple's a great colour. If I wanted to make it sound like I knew what I was doing, I would say something, 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 ultraviolet spectrum, blah de blah de blah. There we are, right. Just not quite. Right, so we've done that. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. I say happy. He's still going. We're still brushing. Right, so that's that done. So next bit is, throw that in the water, is we are going to get another colour. And I'm using rat skin flesh. I quite like rat skin. I like flesh colours on reds. When I first saw it in a tutorial, I was like, it's a bit daft. What are they thinking? And this is a makeup brush. Don't tell the wife. She thinks I've got a makeup fetish, so I keep stealing her brushes, but it's for painting. She's going to be so disappointed. You probably think I'm practicing to do one of those things where, like, drop the brush and someone else catches it and then they go, boo boo, I'm so pretty. Probably not. Right, anyway, so there we go. So I'm going to get it on the rack, and we really are going to get it off this time. But I mean, not like that, not that sort of get it off. Right, so there we are. And then all we do really is just get this and then just drag it over the edges. Like so. Now you'll see lots of other ones. You're seeing that I'm just working on the red at the moment. And you're like, why is the madman doing that? So do that. Right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it on the camera because my camera is just telling me the battery's running low. So when I've done that, I'm going to put a wash on it of the crimson I showed earlier. This one here. Okay, but I'm going to water it down a little bit with contrast medium. And the red will dry out something like this. Now you're seeing, oh, what's he got that grey on there for? So the grey is, this is an experiment as well, so I've not done this before, so I'm just presuming this is going to work. This is a Thunderhawk blue, so I don't know if everything's going to be white or black. It's got Thunderhawk blue on it, pretty much, apart from that, because I forgot. Don't tell anyone. So that's that, and then I'm going to basically get some the contrast black Templar and go over it all with that. And you're thinking, what about the white bits on the inside, Matt? It's a very good question. when that's dry, I shall go over those bits again, because there's going to be a bit of splash over because I'm slap-handed. I'm just, yeah, I kind of enjoy painting, but I enjoy the results of painting. I don't enjoy the process, so I kind of make it as quick and easy as possible. And you're like, you just went through 15 layers to get the red. It's kind of, yeah, but I couldn't have done it with my eyes closed. As you saw, I mean, that was the worst. Who paints like that? Nobody but this man when it comes to a camera, and I've never done that before. So anyway, so yeah, you do that, and then you put that over, and then you're going to put that back over the bits which you need to. If you need to, you might be really skillful with a brush, not me. And then you put the white over that, and it might take several layers. I'm going to try and use this one here. This is a product that I was hoodwinked into buying at Bristol Independent Games, and he said, it's a really good white. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's all right. It was cheap. It was cheap, and that's good. That's good. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the white on. So next time I do a next video, follow, subscribe, whatever they call these things on the YouTube world. Like. And yeah, I should have done her hair, shouldn't I? Well, I'm not going to, because I'm going to do her skin before her hair, so it doesn't matter. And I want to do her hair a different way, because I don't want her hair to look like all the cloth that's white. Oh dear, I need a rum. Right, that's it. Right, I'm going to, my battery's going to run out, so I'm just going to go and say, see yo! And I'll be back with the next stage when I get a chance. Also, if you can hear my daughter singing, don't tell anyone. We haven't got copyright on the song.